folks. I've got 2 wild turkeys here. Me and my buddy, plus these 2 over here. He will remain faceless on the video with candid commentary in between. So we've got Wild Turkey Forgiven. These are both special bottlings. And Wild Turkey 17. Some people probably think I'm crazy for cracking open the 17-year-old wild turkey, but I don't buy them to resell them. Buy them to drink them. And then for special occasions, we get into them and we drink them. Alright, so this Wild Turkey Forgiven, I'm going to go ahead and read off the story because it's kind of funny whether it's unique marketing or just a wonderful accident. Alright, so the batch that was never intended. With just one taste, our associate master distiller, Eddie Russell, knew their mistake was more a master stroke. I'm reading the wrong side. Alright, so when our distillery's crew unwittingly mingled a very rare, high-proof rye with perfectly aged bourbon, our associate master distiller discovered that they had created something exceptional. A whiskey blend that's big, bold, and spicy, yet exceptionally smooth. Needless to say, all was forgiven. Hey, forgiven. Introducing our small batch blend of bourbon and rye whiskeys, the batch we never intended. With just one taste, our associate master distiller, Eddie Russell, which I think he's co-master distiller now, I want to say this was bottled in 2013, knew their mistake was more a master stroke because it married the very best qualities of our robust rye whiskey and a fine bourbon. Vanilla oaky taste pointing perfectly towards a cinnamon, clove, and pepper finish. Aged, of course, in our number 4 alligator charred barrels. Something we'd never leave to chance. Wild Turkey Distilling, 2013 special edition batch. So, we're going to taste this one, give our opinion on it, and away we go. Here you go, sir.
Thank you.
You might have to speak up for the people. Oh, yeah. It smells so good.
Oh, it's like a beautiful spring day.
Oh, man.
Even though it's hot as balls, Texas, right?
Yeah, it's hot as balls, Texas. So neat and easy.
It's like an older whore with 20-year-old charm.
She knows her way around things.
Yeah, she's been a streetwalker, but
Yeah.
she's still like super smooth. Everything's tight and where it's supposed to be.
They didn't waste a drop on that one.
No.
Oh, even the nose is nice. It's pleasant. There's nothing. It's got a little spice on the back end, which is not.
Just a little hint of peppery. Got a sweetie, florally.
You can taste the extra char in it. That alligator char. That's what they call it. Most bourbon barrels are charred at like number 3.
Yeah.
Where this one's got a heavier char to it, so you can get more.
So the alligator, does that mean it cracked like you see wood do?
It's got the charred back. It looks like an alligator's back.
That makes complete sense.
I like that. And it's not expensive. It was like $58. $58 for something that you'll probably never ever get in your life ever again, unless you know where 5 more bottles sit.
And if you do, let us know.
Like this guy, I do. I know where 5 more bottles are at. What?
I'm just thinking like there's a spice in there that I can't name.
Well, it's that rye. It's a blend of rye.
Yeah. Okay.
Depending on. Because not all rye whiskeys are 100% rye, so it could be at least 51% rye blended with something else in the mash bill.
This isn't. It's something different. It's just a little bit. It's a small hint. I might be digging too deep.
When you think about that, I'm going to read about the next one. All right. So this next one is the Master's Keep 17-year-old. Batch number 1. So I think they used 3 different types of warehouses to mature this whiskey. 1 wood, or 2 wood and a stone. I believe that's the story. So Wild Turkey Master's Keep celebrates the next chapter of an extraordinary family legacy, joining his legendary father Jimmy Russell at the helm of America's most revered distillery. Eddie Russell introduces an exquisite 17-year-old bottle in his inaugural debut as master distiller. And I believe this one came out August of 2015. The liquid in this bottle, so this is already a 3-year-old bottle, 3 years old in the bottle, which doesn't change the liquid. The liquid in this bottle marks the end of a 200-mile, 17-year journey for an exceptional batch of Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. These rare traveling barrels, housed in both wood and stone structures, and crafted by a remarkable voyage, were hand-selected by Eddie for their uniqueness. The result is an unparalleled bourbon that is delicate yet distinctly wild turkey. A whiskey that looks toward the future while paying homage to the past. Master's Keep has a smooth and silky introduction that transforms into a caramel.
I like caramel. Not a caramel guy.
Not a caramel guy. Vanilla sweetness and finishes with a satisfying burst of spiciness and oak, defined from a father's conviction and perfected by a son's ambition. It's pretty cool. This triumph in whiskey making is truly the work of a master distiller, Eddie Russell. Alrighty. So with that said, we'll get to the drink and the tasting notes. This will be the first time I just cracked this bottle.
So caramely.
Yeah, caramelly doesn't sound right. Caramely sounds right. God, that's like buttered toffee. I want to have sex with it.
I want to put it on a cake and eat it.
Yeah, dude. If you made a glaze out of a 17-year-old wild turkey.
One, you'd be a little bit crazy for wasting it and turning it into something different.
But I bet it'd be delicious. Look at the legs on it. See how oily that bitch is?
Yes.
Oh, man. So I'm going to be the first to tell you people out there, this is disgusting. Do not ever buy this. If you find one in the wild, please let me know where it is, and I will dispatch it quickly for you. Don't get it. Call me. I'll get it, and I'll save you folks from it.
You know, I'm going to have to put this in a terms that you'll understand. Hopefully a lot of people do, but I know you will. This is kind of like the no of bourbons.
Oh,
it's
man.
that good. We could sit down with this whole bottle and never be upset about it.
Like, you don't...
It's delicious.
It needs nothing else. No water, no ice, no soda for sure. And believe it or not, this is bottled. I'm pretty sure this is bottled at cask strength. Cask strength is only 86.8. Most cask strength whiskeys you're going to get is well over 100 proof. So it has seen some accommodating warehouses. It's not gotten hot. It's mellowed long and slow. I mean,
there's a little bit of vanilla on the front, but the caramel is so prevalent in that.
Depending on what state you're in, if I was to enjoy a 17-year-old this much, I might spend 20 years in jail.
No, this is Texas. That's legal.
Oh my God, that's just terrible. Don't buy this. Please tell me where it's at. Tell me.
I just had to take a way bigger drink than I wanted to because I wanted to talk about that little bit of butter, like just a warm butter at the very beginning of it.
You want another taste?
I will not argue.
It even pours like butter. It's like melted liquid butter. Can't waste it. Can't waste it. use it as like perfume.
Now, I'm not saying that's the Sauvage cologne, but if that didn't drop pennies, if you give a girl enough of it, you could be Morgan Freeman.
This is like Sex Panther, is what it is.
60% of the time, it worked every time.
Man.
It'd work on me every time. I like that peppery back end that it's holding on to. Like, it just
on
stays
the nose?
with you. No, on the flavor profile.
Yeah. It's a little spice.
It's so perfect, though.
It's like drinking melted golden butter with like a caramel syrup.
That is a master's keep.
I'm gonna tell you right now, with the world as my witness, I've got a bottle of 12-year-old Van Winkle Reserve. If it is not better than this, I'm gonna shit on Pappy for the rest of my fucking life. Pardon my French.
You know, you could pair this so well with so many things.
I'm gonna find it hard to believe. I'd like to get a 15-year-old Pappy and do a head-to-head with these two. I mean, I've never had 15-year-old. Have you had 15-year-old Pappy?
No. But what I'm saying is this one here.
I mean, I've had Weller 12, and I'll drink this all day long over Weller 12.
Oh, absolutely. This is going to be my go-to from now on.
If you can find a bottle.
I mean, bourbon-wise, yeah, this is going to be the go-to. Like not my go-to.
This is the standard that is set that all bourbons
shall fall to.
It's so good.
I mean, obviously, you know, I have a few go-to scotches, depending on the day and my mood. But to have a go-to bourbon, man, I'm still looking for that perfect rye.
I've heard a couple like Peerless Rye or Pikesville Rye. I haven't had either one, but they're fairly expensive. I've heard they're both pretty damn tasty. I love the nose.
Yeah, why can't we get Cincy in this? Cincy, get on this smell.
Cincy, yeah, I know you're listening.
Cincy, Glade, renews it. Walmart, wax burner shit. Essential oil people. Do work.
Yeah. Life is being lived right now, and you're missing out. So, if you didn't become part of the whiskey club, you'll never taste this. I hate to say it. If you're not a close personal friend of mine, you'll probably never taste it. So, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's a perfect whiskey.
It really is.
With an E, no, with adding the E.
You're speechless.
It's like a little, maybe buttered toffee in there somewhere. Like,
yeah. It's creamy goodness all up in your mouth.
God.
I mean.
Also, coffee mate. I would love that flavor in my coffee in the morning. If you could make that happen, quit drinking the salted caramel macchiato flavor every day.
Well, with that said, folks, I think we've done about as best of a review as we can. If you can find either one of these two, you're not going to go wrong. Wild Turkey Forgiven and Wild Turkey 17, Master's Keep. With that said,
I'm willing to professionally help you taste the Wild Turkey 17 Master's Keep.
I'm telling you it's disgusting, and you need to tell me where it's at, and I will get rid of it for you.
Oh, yes. Find a case. Let us know.
Yeah. With that said, y'all have a good night. Drink some whiskey.